Coaching a skeptical leader. I work with a executive senior director in my in this current role. Started about 2 years ago, and when I started, she does not want anything to do with agile, and she still preferred going with the traditional project management route. So I met with her, scheduled some time, uh, listened to all the pain points, and I wrote them down. And I asked her to give me 30 days for the next status update. And after that, we met every 30 days, and so she can see what the team are doing, how they are improving. So what I did, a couple of things, three things that I did. Excuse me. When I went back to the team, I slowly introduced Agile to the team as a solution for the issues that they are facing. We started using the Kanban board because they weren't using that. They weren't using the story properly. They weren't writing the story properly. And then once I see that they are improving, then I introduced sprint planning, retrospectives, and then we started to have regular sprint review. And that has really helped us. And that over time, it changed her mind, and she's the biggest supporter right now. Building trust with a new team. So this same team that I was referring to, when I met with the executive director, I went to the team also, and I spoke to them, scheduled one-on-one, just to get their feedback, get their take on what is happening. And of course, there is a pushback. They're like, "Hey, the last Scrum Master failed. What makes you think you're gonna make it?" So I just try to convince them to just give it time. If what I'm doing does not work, then we'll see. So I listen to them, make sure I get all their pain points as well. And one of the biggest thing they had issue with was constant interference from stakeholders. So I said, going forward, me and the PO, if any new request comes in, we will talk about it, bring it to the team, and if it's a must-have in that sprint, we will find ways to adjust. If it's a nice-to-have, we will move it out to another sprint or plan for it. And this created a massive win for the team. They really appreciate that because most of the time people are pulling them from right to left. And I think because of this, that created a good bond between us, and they trusted me. They know that I'm not going to allow anyone to just start adding work to what is already planned. So that's some of the things that I've already done to create trust with a new team. Lastly, one of the things that I did to contribute that leads to more feedback is really creating a safe environment for my team. Places where they can share new ideas without being judged or laughing at, places where they can disagree without quarreling, places where they can bring their idea to leadership without getting shut down. And some of these things really help the team to really give each other feedback, doing constant review, doing constant retrospective, just to see where we are, things that we can do better. And we are doing this all the time. So putting all this together to sharing that with the team has really make things really good for the team, because now we are constantly sharing feedback.